These things we ask in your name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Please rise for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Council, need a motion to approve the work session minutes for the March 6th meeting.
Move to adopt.
Have a motion to adopt. All in favor, raise your hand.
6, I need 4 and 6 to abstain, and we have 1 absent.
I need a motion on the regular council meeting minutes for the 6th of March.
Move to adopt.
Have a motion to adopt. All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Okay, Mr. Mayor.
Good, thanks, appreciate it. All right, since we had a short agenda, we wanted to take this opportunity to bring some civic activities in our community, and they're all very worthwhile, and I think you'll find interesting and exciting along the way. The first one has to do with the Clean City Commission. You know that Amanda Miller recently took over the helm, and she's hit the ground running and has organized her board of directors and other activities, and she came up with the concept of Leaders Against Litter. And she contacted us about that. The date she selected was going to be a date that I think a couple of us are going to be out of town in Washington trying to do the city's business. But tonight we have here Al Grove, who is the vice president. He's going to talk about that and encourage you as well as others to be involved in this litter initiative, because we spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. We've got a specific litter initiative with the Red Eagle Honor Farm that's picking up tons and tons and tons of paper along with our own crews at sanitation and also our street maintenance. So Al, if you would come and talk a bit about that. I have a proclamation that, no, this is Mako. I don't have a proclamation. You have the proclamation.
I have the proclamation.
You have the proclamation.
Would you like the proclamation?
No, you go ahead and proclaim.
Thank you, sir.
Go ahead.
Leaders Against Litter will be an annual citywide event of the Clean City Commission that'll showcase our community leaders and elected officials leading the way in our change of attitude toward litter. The initiative raises awareness about how Montgomery's pervasive litter problem affects our community by inviting leaders to observe firsthand the problem of cleaning up and have an opportunity to be involved in that on local roadways. Also, educating participants about the direct and indirect costs and damages to our city. We ask all leaders to make a public commitment by pledging to speak up, pick up, and stand up for a litter-free Montgomery. The kickoff campaign will be next Wednesday, the 28th at 11 o'clock at a site determined. All will be contacted. Thank you, Your Honor.
Al, the site's already been determined according to Amanda.
Oh, well, I didn't get that.
I know, you didn't get that memo. I just did a press event with Amanda. It's at 11 o'clock next Wednesday at Normandale Shopping Center. A good spot, a historic spot, probably has a litter or two there. And I hope our city council, I know Charlie and I will be in Washington during that period of time. If you could be there at 11 o'clock. Anybody else here that wants to be a leader that particular day, come on out at 11 o'clock for that. This is going to be an annual event.
Yes, sir.
It really is publicizing, but they're literally going to pick up litter in that neck of the woods for some period of time.
Thank you
Al.
for your
Appreciate
commitment.
it.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Al.
all.
Appreciate it. Good. Thank you. All right, now we've got a proclamation. The MACOA, Council on Agents, Montgomery Area Council on Agents, there's a familiar face to many of us. At least her signature was on certain things that we used to get. Sarah Spears, when she was in the revenue office, certainly her, I don't want to say better half, but lesser half, her other half, Jim Spear, occupied a seat here on the council. We're delighted to see you, Sarah. I had the privilege today of delivering 15 meals on Meals on Wheels, and on Tuesdays, also our police department delivers. Matter of fact, while we were doing our route today, some of our police officers who normally do the Hutchinson route called and complained because they were not able to do the Hutchinson route. I didn't even tell you that Donna. Donna Marietta, if you would come forward, she is the executive director of this. Macoa has for many years done great work for the community, particularly in the older people. It is such a thrill to knock on that door and for them to receive the meals that we had today. We had ribs, we had corn, and we also had some broccoli casserole. So it was peaches and cake. The proclamation, I'm not going to read it, but it has 8 whereas. You know, the average is about 5 or 6 whereas, so this makes it really special for you. But we got one now, there 4. It starts on March 27, 1972. President Nixon signed into law a measure that amended the Older Americans Act of 65 and established a national nutrition program for seniors 60 years and older. And that's the Meals on Wheels program that you, along with your partners, have been doing for so many years. Over 1,400 volunteers help Meals on Wheels. Many of them are city employees, and we're delighted to do that. 404 hot meals every day, directly to the doorstep. Solicitation opportunities for seniors to combat loneliness, and if they wanted to talk. Sometimes we're checking to make sure things are good in the household. We saw one today that might have had a fall, be able to get some medical attention to that scenario. And whereas Macoa's Meals on Wheels program in Montgomery deserves recognition for the contribution they have made and will continue to make to local communities, our state, and our nation. Now, therefore, Todd Strains, the mayor, city council, joined by the city council, do proclaim March 2018 as Meals for Wheels Month. Meals for Wheels. Wheels for Wheels.
Meals on Wheels.
Meals for Wheels Month.
Okay.
That is a tongue twister. Congratulations,
Thank
Donna.
you, Mayor.
Our
Thank
pleasure.
you for
Thank
supporting Meals on Wheels. It was our honor today to go out with our mayor to deliver those meals. And I want to say thank you to so many people that are volunteers in this community, 1,400 volunteers that it takes during the year to deliver all those meals. And we get support, strong community support from individuals, from clubs, from organizations, and from members of our city council along with the mayor. So thank you very much. We appreciate your support, and it is a pleasure to be involved with this organization.
And Donna, I'll bet you that if anybody watching or anybody in this audience want to volunteer, they could find you over at Macoa.
They could give us a call. We'll put them to work.
Good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, guys, I want to embarrass a few of our tall brethren that are here today. How many of you have your coin now? Nobody has. Oh, where'd you? No, you don't. What, did it just disappear? Friday, a week ago, we had the opportunity to be at Carver and to congratulate them on their championship. And we presented them with the coin. This is priceless, by the way. It's not worth a dime or a dollar or 10,000, but it's priceless. And I want you guys to listen to this because Michael Burdell, he has a way with words, in the written word and the spoken word. But this is what he wrote about Carver High School. Alabama has 59 6A schools. That means mathematically, when the Wolverines won their basketball state championship in 1983, they should not have won again until 2042, statistically speaking. Fortunately for the fans, Carver teams didn't have that much patience, but they do possess deep talent in scoring, rebounding, and defending. That's why earlier this month, the Wolverines found themselves in this year's 6A program, 6A state title game, facing defending champion Paul Bryant. That's a pretty big name in Alabama. Late in the third quarter, Carver held a narrow 3-point lead before a green and gold offensive onslaught propelled the Wolverines to a 74-59 victory. It was Carver's fifth overall basketball state title and its third in the past 7 years. Coach James J.J. Jackson is Carver's coach. He's also the coach for the 2012 and 2015 championship teams. And we have a certificate of congratulations and commendation for all of the players. But Coach, if you would come and accept this and then stand with me as we give to each of our players this opportunity. They don't get another coin, but they'll get a certificate along the way. Do you want to share those?
Well, just like to say thank you to the mayor, everybody here at the city council. We just appreciate it, and like they say, we like to bring the big blue home to Montgomery, Alabama, where it should be. And take my hat off to these guys and my assistant coaches and everybody for the job that they've done this year. It's been a super job. We went 30-7, and these guys just played well, and they all had the same goal in mind. And that's what we achieved at the end, and brought the state championship back to Montgomery. So thank you guys for having us, and we appreciate everybody.
Before we present these certificates to all of the players and the coaches, I was really impressed with the words that Coach spoke about bringing this to Montgomery and for the school and for the players and for the community of Montgomery, because this does in fact propel Montgomery to the national spotlight in the state of Alabama. And as we, both the city and the county, as we gave them congratulations along the way, what we challenge them is to take the same enthusiasm, the same talent, and move that into the classroom as well as on the basketball courts. And hopefully they're going to accept that challenge. So Coach, let's get a photo op, and then we'll call the others up.
Okay.
Assistant Coach Keith Patton. Assistant Coach Samuel George.
Mayor, excuse me for a second. Those three names you just called, do y'all belong to a fraternity? Hey, if you belong to the only fraternity known to mankind, raise your hand.
Phi Nu Pi.
Okay.
United States Marine Corps.
Assistant Coach Dennis McKinney. If there are family or friends of the team, please feel free to come close to get the best pictures. Now our players. Jalen Walton. Anthony Scott. Terrence Webster. Jareem Robinson. LeBranch Talley. John Williams. Tariq Williams. Mabaloji Adesoga. Mr. Adeshoga is what Jatorian Fuller Jones. Now another senior, he scored 9 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 steals in the championship game, Antonio Young. A member of the all-tournament team, he scored 18 points and had 4 assists in the championship game, senior Darrell Bailey. Another member of the all-tournament team with 17 points in the championship game, senior Jalen Gaston. And the state tournament MVP, a junior who scored 20 points in the championship game, Jaquan Walker.
Yeah, we'll stand up behind y'all.
Hey, Mayor Strange, Mayor Strange, Mayor Strange, wanted to be known that out of the 13 players, there were 9 AB honor roll students.
And the academic advisor, Sharon Cargill, because if you don't make the grades, you can't make the plays. Please come up for the photo op. We can't see the council, I'm sorry.
Michael and Bro, I hate to put you behind that. As you remember, at the beginning of this year, the advertiser started the Community Hero Award to do that every month, and we've joined with them in congratulating and thanking, frankly, those people that are unsung heroes in our community. This is the second that we have, and Bro Griff is going to come and present. Michael Galvin is the president, and we've got 2 special guests with us tonight. They'll introduce the one that's actually going to win the award, but he's got with him really a great American, a guy named Colonel Will Sparrow, who today is the commander of the 187th. When they won the F-35, he was the vice, but he did a great work and great job in helping us win that, because at the end of the day, the reason the F-35 is at the 187th at Danley in Montgomery, Alabama, is because of the great track record and the great things that they've done over the last several years in fighting for freedom, both here and also in the Middle East. So, Will, if you would accept our appreciation and thanks for a job well done, and as your wingman is called, if you'll come and accept that congratulations, because it's as much the 187 as it is his. So, bro.
Thank you. I'm Bro Crift. I'm the executive editor of the Montgomery Advertiser. I have to follow a state championship team, which I know everybody is proud to hear about, but I have somebody who we are honoring that I think is worthy of following them, and I wish they were still here because he is an inspiration, I think, to the entire city of Montgomery, particularly young members of the city. I am the storyteller, right, at the Montgomery Advertiser. I have the pleasure to tell stories all the time. And what I love about the Community Heroes program is I get to tell the stories about people, or my newsroom does, about people who make a difference in our community. A lot of times people think newspaper, we hold people like the city council accountable, but I also think that one of our major roles is also to tell the stories of Montgomery and the people that make this place a great place to live, that make this place the place that people want to come to, and make this place a place that I'm proud to live in myself. One of those people that we are honoring today is Major Rich Peace. When you look at his resume, as I did, I had to question myself and what I've done with my life. He was a star football player at the University of Wyoming. He also ran track there. I just found out that he ran a 4.38 40 in college, which was the fastest time at the combine. He is a fighter pilot with the 187th. He flies jets. He is an engineer. He also decided to enlist in the Air Force after September 11th because it inspired his service. I also learned that when he was 22, he spoke in front of a Senate Judiciary Committee about the unfair practice of bowl selections because his team, I believe, won 10 games that year, 10-2, and there were other teams that were 6-5. I have done none of these things. But he has. But that's not why we are honoring him. We are honoring him because of what he has done for this community as a member of the 187th. He, along with Colonel Will Sparrow, started the Red Tail Scholarship Foundation. And if you are not familiar with it, it provides scholarship money, particularly to minorities and African Americans who are interested in aviation. Because as he will tell you, about 2% of aviators in the world or in the United States are African American. And they are trying to expose the profession that they love to a younger generation and bring more into it. He's inspiring young men across this community and young women to be a part of aviation. He has provided something to this community through the 187th in his service and that foundation that I don't think we'd have otherwise. And I think that's one reason why we're proud to have the F-35 coming here. But I would also say it's the reason why we're proud to have men like Major Rich Peace to be a member of it. So on behalf of the Montgomery Advertiser, as well as our partners, Beasley Allen, the airport, and the city of Montgomery and Wind Creek, I'd like to honor Major Rich Peace as our community hero for the month of February.
We'll follow the guy.
I'll join you later.
I'll just ugly it up.
Well, thank you, sir. I'll be brief. I appreciate everything the community of Montgomery has done for not only the Red Tail Scholarship Foundation, but for the 187 Fighter Wing. Certainly wouldn't be here without the support of everyone in this room, all the community members, and we certainly wouldn't be accepting the F-35 here shortly without all of you. So thank you so much for just the dynamic support. I ask that support just continue. there's a great group of young men who just walked out this door that I'm going, man, there's a whole bunch of tall pilots just in the making, standing right there. So
Will they fit in the F-35?
we'll make them fit. We'll squeeze them in. So I think it's an important thing to expose minorities specifically to aviation careers. It's such an amazing career field full of so many opportunities, a lot of, the opportunity to see the world, a lot of financial benefits, good long-term paying careers, and I think that's what we're trying to do. When this is all said and done, if that number goes from 2% to 3%, I feel like we would have done our jobs, but we definitely can't do that without the support of people like you in this room, and those who donate means all the world to us. Without donations from people, we wouldn't even be here today. So thank you to the community of Montgomery for honoring me, and I look forward to many more new pilots in the future.
That's great.
Thank you.
Hey, are we going to take a picture with the Air Force, man?
I tell you, Mike Galvin came to us with the concept of the advertiser having the 35 for 35, that piece, and I don't think that we would have been as successful if it had not been for the role they played. And what's so ironic is because of what these two gentlemen have done on the scholarships, primarily for the African American and minorities, and having the connection between Tuskegee and Moulton Field, it was because of the legacy the 187th is having from the Tuskegee Airmen, the Red Tails, was another of the major reasons why we were in the running and landed that here. So all of you take great pride and great pleasure, and we appreciate as a community the role that all of you have played in this, and the continuation of the community heroes, because we know the one for March, and we have Southern Association. We look forward to that next week, and we'll look forward to being out there and put that champagne bottle on that first F-35 when it comes in here. So congratulations and thank you.
Mayor.
Yes, sir.
At least I'm an Air Force man. I would like to take a picture with you. You're going to invite the council?
Well, come on down and get it.
Come on. You go down and take a picture with him?
Absolutely.
All right.
Did we omit you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm sorry. Come on, guys. Let's come back up here. Shame on me. Thanks for reminding me, Fred. Thanks for reminding me. Tell you, we go from one set of heroes along the way, whether it be our Clean City Commission, whether it be our Macoa, Carver, or the 187th. We're now here to honor and recognize our Montgomery Fire Department along with the MDA Golden Axe Award. Angie Jordan has been here a number of times for the last 20 years. She's been presenting to the Montgomery Fire Rescue the Golden Axe Award because of the efforts that they have to collect money for muscular dystrophy. Angie, where are you? If Angie would come, and also Station 15, Lieutenant Bailey, and I think Chief Gosha, you're coming as well. I did see that the fire chief came in. Where is he? Did he leave already? Come on up here, Mifford. Fire chief. Come on, man. Don't be bashful. Angie, you want to center stage?
Thank you. Well, I've really enjoyed tonight. I have delivered for Meals on Wheels. It's a fantastic experience. If you've never done it, it is life-changing. I was a medic in the 187th from 95 to 2001, so I feel very much full circle. But I'm here tonight to honor Montgomery Fire and Rescue and to thank them for their efforts with their Fill the Boot campaign from 2017. Last year, they raised $66,149.20 to help local families and children with neuromuscular diseases. So we're here to honor them and say thank you for their efforts. Station 15, featured here tonight are members of Station 15. They were the highest fundraising station, and we appreciate their efforts. We usually stand outside of Walmart, Dillard's, JCPenney, Sam's Club, lots of different places, Winn-Dixie. So if you see them, and if you don't mind, if you have a dollar, please give a dollar, because those dollars added up last year to $66,000. They've raised $1.3 million in the last 20 years.
And we may add, she gave you the places they're standing, filling that boot, and not a single one of them was at an intersection, guys. We already checked that one out. So congratulations to you, and thank you for your leadership. Did you get a picture? Yeah. Good. Chief, you want to say anything? You got a representative that said something? Who are you going to delegate that to? Lieutenant Bailey? Yeah, good. Get his stars, and he wants your lieutenant. Come on, you're going to speak.
I just want to say thank you to Angie and the MDA for allowing Montgomery Fire Rescue to participate in such a wonderful cause. Us to be able to go out there, we're just a little part of standing out there and letting citizens be able to give money towards such a wonderful and great fund to be able to help kids and families be able to do the things that they need to be able to do in the conditions that they're living with. And it's just an honor for me to be associated with such a great organization like Montgomery Fire Rescue.
I have one more thing to say. I cannot leave without saying Montgomery Fire and Rescue is #1 in the state of Alabama consistently. They are always #1 in the state and also #1 in the region, so you should be very proud.
We like #1, don't we? Even in football. Thanks, guys. That's it for us.
All right, very good, Mayor. I don't think we have any special committee reports. First item on the agenda, Clerk.
Mr. President, item 1, appeal of demolition of 923 Hutchinson Street.
Mr. Larkin, you want to carry that over?
Yes, sir, we'll carry it over.
How long?
I think, did you say earlier 30 days?
All right, let's go 30 days. Okay.
Item 2, ordinance authorizing purchase and sale agreement and sale of real estate owned by the city to Reginald Percival, located at 1206 Grove, 1210 Grove, and 1226 Grove.
Okay, we need a motion to suspend the rules, please.
Motion to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Motion to adopt.
And then need a motion to adopt, and then hold the motion to adopt till we get to the adjust it. We got to adjust it just to three and to leave out 4. So it's already right.
I think this was
This is the one that's only got 3, I think.
This only has
It's only got
3.
3. Okay, we're good. Okay, I'm sorry.
You
Motion to
originally
adopt.
did 7, now you're back to 3.
Okay. Motion to adopt. All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Ordinance is adopted. Item 3, ordinance consenting to disposal of certain real property by the Waterworks and Sanitary Sewer Board located at 22 Beale Street to John Tambo.
Need a motion to suspend the rules.
Move to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Ordinance is adopted. Item 4, ordinance authorizing a franchise to the Waterworks and Sanitary Sewer Board for the operation of a water system.
Motion. Need a motion?
Motion to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Motion to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Just for making sure everybody understands, this is an extension of the existing franchise for 30 years to correspond with bonded indebtedness.
Yeah. Okay.
Item 5, resolution authorizing Mayor Strange to execute an agreement with Waterworks and Sanitary Sewer providing for the rental of public fire hydrants.
Motion to suspend the rules.
Motion to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Motion to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Ordinance is adopted. Item 6, pursuant to Section 1153B1 Code of Alabama, authorization of demolition of unsafe structures at the 10 locations listed above.
Need a motion to suspend the rules?
Now you just need to uphold these.
Just adopt? Okay. Need a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Item 7, resolution designating nuisance abatement agent.
Need a motion to suspend the rules and rest of the agenda?
Motion to suspend the rules, rest of the agenda.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Motion to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Resolution is adopted. Item 8, resolution assessing the cost of abatement of unsafe structures on various lots.
Motion to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Resolution is adopted. 9, resolution declaring, authorizing, and assessing cost of abatement of public nuisances on various lots.
Move to adopt.
Have a motion to adopt. All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Resolution is adopted.
Okay. Madam Clerk, got anything else?
Yes, I do. Mr. Mayor, these are contingency requests that I received that have not been given to the mayor for his authorization. For District 1, $500 to Montgomery Clean City Committee, $750 to the Public Art Commission for the bench project. For District 3, $700 to Alabama Roadrunners, $300 to Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity, $450 to Park Manor Neighborhood Association, $800 to PDI Faith-Based Initiatives. Mayor, I need your okay on these. We've got paperwork on all of them.
Approved.
Need a motion to adopt.
Move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Okay. In our public communication roster of non-agenda items, Phyllis Harvey Hall will speak to us.